Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I'm super happy that you're here. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a very long time, but I'm here with another review, and of course I've added so many new fragrances to my collection, and in this video I want to talk about new fragrances I added to my collection. So we have a few niche fragrances, two Middle Eastern fragrances. I know most of you actually prefer when I talk about Middle Eastern fragrances, but I do have to say that in the last year especially, I developed a big love for niche fragrances. So yeah, let's get started. The first fragrance I would like to talk about is Liquid Gold by Liquid Imaginaire. I have Blanche Bête, another amazing fragrance. This one here I've tried for a month now, and honestly I have to say that I really like this one a lot. I used to wear this at my last trip when I went to Morocco, so I get very nostalgic when I smell this now. This is a nice floral, creamy, sweet fragrance. You have the vanilla, you have some solar notes, and really it feels like the sun is shining on you. If I would have to describe or actually compare it to another fragrance, it would be 1 Million by Paco Rabanne, but it's more niche. It's more refined, it's more complex, but I see the similarities. And 1 Million used to be my signature scent, I feel like 10 years ago when I was very young, had no idea anything, like any idea about fragrances. This just used to be like the OG and everyone was wearing it back then. And I see some similarities, but this is much better in my opinion. I love this one a lot, and I love to layer this one as well. Definitely unisex, perfectly in the middle, quite long lasting as well. I would say 4 to 5 hours with a stronger projection the first 2 to 3 hours. But of course, if you overspray, you have a more long-lasting scent. Then let's switch it up. Let's go Middle Eastern. We have here Rifa Cut by Paris Corner. This is supposed to be a dupe for Baby Cat by YSL, and I think this is such an amazing dupe. Honestly, if you have this one, you don't even need the OG, or if you're looking for a more inexpensive version, then this is really the perfect dupe. This is smoky, this is sweet. You have the vanilla. This has lots of depth. This is very sharp, especially in the opening, so you need to be careful. This can kind of like knock you out. But still, I don't mind. I think this is really one of the best fragrances I've tried this year so far. Also amazing for layering. I actually layered this one with Gris Chanel by BDK. And yes, so if you like this, for example, if you also like Rosendo Mature number 5, if you love this airy, sweet, instant vanilla fragrances, you're gonna love this one. And yeah, let's go with this one of my all-time favorites, Amouage Guidance 46. I actually got the OG 1 year ago. Now I have this one here. This one is rounder, sweeter, more spicy. It's more dense. It has definitely more depth. It's even more complex than the OG. What I love about the OG is the sharpness. It's but also more airy. What I love about this one, on the other hand, is that it has more depth, and the dry down on this one is just insane. But honestly, I don't think that you need this one if you already have the OG. But for me, because I'm starting to run out of the original Guidance, I felt like, okay, I'm gonna get this one, and there was a very good offer actually online when I ordered this one. So I felt like, okay, I'm gonna get this one, and I even love to layer these two together. Stunning, really truly stunning, super complex, really a masterpiece, and I love wearing this. And this is actually my most worn fragrance. So yes, there's nothing more I can say. Really love this one a lot. Then we have a hidden gem. This is truly a hidden gem. Woman in Gold by Kilian, and this is actually going scent of the day, and I layered this one with Guidance 46. So Woman in Gold, I would say this is a feminine fragrance, but I would also say, as I always say, there's not really a gender, you know, so you can wear whatever you want. I'll wear this fragrance. I don't think that this is ultimately a like woman's fragrance, even though this is marketed towards women. This is an aldehydic, citrusy fragrance. You have the bergamot, you have the rose. It is floral, it's warm, it's very vintage. To me, this is like a vintage glamour kind of fragrance. I could see Marilyn Monroe wear this, for example. But yes, back then this fragrance wasn't existing. I just think that this is really stunning. It has this vintage vibe to it. It's powdery as well, kind of creamy, very like vanilla-like, but it has like this sourness in a good way, and I love that. And yeah, not in unisex, not like a typical unisex, let's say it like that. But honestly, if you love sweet, airy fragrances, this one also has Akigala wood listed. And if you just like this aldehydic fragrances, you're gonna love this one. Really, this is a hidden gem and very underrated. Maybe I love this. Maybe I don't want it to get too hyped actually. Then the next one, another masterpiece by Vidian. This is Saphir London. I have this on my list for a year now, and I'm so happy that I have it in my collection. I have this in my collection for 2 months now. Truly a stunning fragrance. In my opinion, the best raspberry leather oud combo. You know, there are like lots of fragrances. For example, you have Ombre Nomade by Louis Vuitton, you have Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. They all have this similar DNA, but this is my ultimate favorite, really by far the best one, because I think that it's more refined, it's not too loud, it's not too sharp. I used to have Ombre Nomade and I love this one so much, but I always felt like it's too animalic and too sharp somehow. It can be overwhelming, whereas this one, I think it's even like spritzy, fruity, kind of refreshing as well, like a lemonade, but then you have that leather note. It is a little bit animalic, but not too much. And the way this dries down on clothing is insane. I just love it. I cannot stop smelling myself. This is really addictive. Unisex, maybe slightly masculine leaning, but definitely unisex, perfect for the cold weather. I wouldn't wear this one probably on a hot summer day, but for the winter, for the like colder days, I think this is perfect. This is sensual, this is seductive, this is a perfect date night scent. I think if you're a man out there looking for a nice date night scent for the winter, this is really it. Stunning and also a big compliment getter. And then lastly, another Middle Eastern fragrance by Hadlaj. This is Loyalty 25. So this is one of their latest releases. Actually, there was a line with 3 different fragrances, I think, but I was very intrigued to try this one here because this is supposed to be very similar to Flamenco by, I think, Ramon Monegal, I think the brand was called, I'm not sure actually. And I had this on my wish list, the OG, actually for a longer time, even though I didn't try it out because in Vienna it's not available anywhere. So I felt like, okay, it's gonna be one of the super pricey blind buys. But then I actually found this and I felt like, okay, 50 euro is fine with me, especially because many people said that this is very long lasting. And honestly, the first time when I sprayed this and smelled this, I felt like this is very similar to Amethyst by Lattafa. You have this rose, this jammy rose, this sweetness, this like fruitiness as well, but it's much better because it doesn't have that rubber note. This is from the beginning, instantly when you spray it, like a refreshing sweet raspberry lemonade. You have definitely that rose, it's very jammy, but it's not like a gourmand, not like a typical gourmand. But if you think more of like, yeah, Amethyst by Lattafa, think of maybe Kirke by Tiziana Terenzi or La Capitale by Xerjoff. Actually, it goes into this direction, but not as spritzy, not as synthetic. It's more deep, it has more depth. Very beautiful. I can see this one definitely on a man and a woman, but I feel like more on a woman, I feel like, because when I sprayed this and when I smelled this, I immediately thought of this woman wearing like a red dress, you know, very just mysterious, very sexy, very feminine. Also great date night scent, and definitely can be worn by men as well. So I would say that this is one of my favorite Middle Eastern fragrances I discovered this year. Beautiful, big compliment getter. And that's it actually so far for now. These are my favorite, or one of my favorite fragrances I added to my collection lately. There are many more fragrances and definitely new videos are coming soon. And thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, comment down below. Let me know what are your thoughts on these fragrances if you've tried them. And I'm looking forward to see you very soon. Thank you.